Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ebony Championship Wrestling. Welcome to the podcast where we bring you our unique discussions, expert insights, and diverse perspectives on all things WWE. Bronson Reed shows he can go with the big boys. Andrade pulls up on Carmelo Hayes in a barbershop of all places. And with Bash in Berlin coming this weekend, the boys give their predictions on the card. The boys are here. Wrestling is cool, and this is ECW. Let's get it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and wrestling fans across the globe. This is Ebony Championship Wrestling. I am your host, Jackie Miles. And boys, acknowledge me.
The champ.
No, nobody.
No belt tonight.
That's fine.
Oh, Lord.
I am Jackie Miles, your final host and your ECW Undisputed Champion. Welcome to your screen, our resident tribal chief, Griff, a.k.a. Griff Nation.
Hey, what's up, everybody, man? Hey, it's good to be back here. Ready to dive in for some predictions on tonight. Going 40, man. I'm glad to be here with my brothers and have a great conversation and recap on this week.
Find Griff on Instagram at GriffNation84 and on X at CGriff84. Rounding out this chat room is the man of 60 holds, Montay, a.k.a. Coach Montay.
What's up, my brothers, ECW fam? Can't wait to get into Bash in Berlin. It's a great stacked, solid card, and let's get to predicting. Got a good show for y'all tonight. Let's roll.
Follow him on Instagram at Coach Montay24. Behind the scenes, sitting all the kids down and telling them how Cash Money took over for the 99 and 2000s is the advocate to the ECW Undisputed Champion and my bodyguard, ex-con Pablo himself, B Dix. Find him on Cash App at BDix989. It was legendary. You can find us all on Ebony Championship Wrestling and on X at Ebony Championship Rest. Boys, what's going on? How's everybody doing tonight, Coach? How you feeling, brother?
Man, I feel good, man. It's the most wonderful time of the year for me. Yeah, family is good. Yeah, like I say, I barely get a chance to see them by the time practice gets out. But it's that y'all know what time it is, man. It's football time, and I'm enjoying every single minute of it. I had a chance to stop by tonight and check on my Cowboys, make sure they was all right. My boy CD Lamb was back in the building. He's nice and paid, got his bag, and so I had a chance to kick it with a couple guys. Some Cowboy content creators was there. I kicked it with them and watched some practice tonight, man. And so it was a good time. It was good. It was a good night up there in Frisco. So, yeah, ready to get in here and get in this cage and chop it up tonight on what a great WWE week it was. And obviously, we know it's go home shows. Y'all know how the way those shows go, but let's talk about it and let's get these predictions in. Yeah.
This man said that the most wonderful time of the year is when he's not seeing his family. I love that. That's funny as hell to me. Griff,
it's football, but
Griff, what's going on, brother?
Hey, man. Hey, all is well, bros, man. To Coach's point, man, you know, it is football season. The weather's starting to cool down just a bit. You finally get the fall. School's back in session.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are, man. But more importantly, man, when it comes to fall, you know what time it is, man. We get to the end of the year, man, and only a couple PLEs left, and we got a big one this Saturday. So looking forward to it, man. But more importantly, man, definitely intrigued and ready to see what come out y'all sleeves tonight, man. So I'm ready. I'm excited. And let's get rocking, man. Let's go.
Yeah,
good deal. It's a big weekend, like
What's
you guys
going on,
stated.
Soccer Coach of the Year. How you feel?
Yeah.
Far from it, boys. Far from it. I'm trying, though. I'm trying.
New school is good. What's going on, man?
Oh, I see how, huh?
I'm trying. Let's just say that. Nah, new school is all good, man. I'm still trying to adjust to the schedule of all things. And, you know, like you said, soccer is getting started for us. And I am no soccer coach. I will never claim to be one. But here I am out there giving it my best. So we'll see what comes of it. But it's all good. Loving the new school and just, you know, trying to get through the school year already, trying to get to the end. You know how that goes. So. All right, man. Y'all stated it. It's a big weekend for wrestling as the main roster heads over to Berlin for Bash in Berlin, and the NXT roster has No Mercy this weekend as well. So a lot happening for wrestling. So would love to hear what's on top of your wrestling minds this week as we go into the weekend. Griff, start us off, brother. What's going on in your head as far as wrestling goes?
NXT right now for me, man, especially the women's division. I'm not sure if you peeped out what happened yesterday. It was one of the biggest slaps that was heard across the whole universe. Sent it in the chat, but good Lord Almighty. But NXT is on my mind. They're definitely swifting. They're definitely moving. And I'm just looking forward to the matches and lineups, man. I've been really intrigued to the developmental and the great work Shawn Michaels and the staff is doing over there, man. Of course, everybody can't get TV time and get the title shots like the fans want, but I'm just very excited getting to learn some of these new athletes. I'm getting acclimated to the D1 college players that's coming in and just catching on real quickly and jumpstarting the superstar as well, man. So that's definitely what's on my mind. More than anything in the rest of the world right now, man. Just the brand and the talent that's in NXT and what they're doing over there right now.
You think Jada Parker takes the title this weekend?
Like I told Coach, I don't think so, all because it's a 1 week build between her and Roxanne. But, never say never. I won't be surprised she don't, but I hope she does. But I don't think it's going to happen. But we'll see. Time will tell.
Yeah, I heard you say the build wasn't long enough, but NXT is not very big on those long-term buildings. So
long stories.
It very
like
well,
Trick,
it very well could be some. Like think about Trick Williams. His title reign has come and gone so fast. Like that's ancient history from what it seems. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
Coach, what's on top of your wrestling mind?
Oh man, NXT's. I was fired, but hey, Monday night, what the hell they gonna do with Bronson Reed, man? They can't stop this man. That was the highlight of my night. I'm like, man, we out there with Braun Strowman. I knew, hey, look, you got to get these two big dudes out of this ring, and that was perfect. So I enjoyed every bit of that segment. And obviously shattering the car. I don't think great job of Braun selling those injuries, but yeah, man. Hey, he's definitely on a path. They're the way they're booking him. He's clearly going to be the front runner in that. He's actually the front runner for the next Intercontinental Champion as the main contender. So, Braun Breaker, look out. But,
that's your thought. That's who you think is up next. Okay, interesting.
Yep. So those, I think it's clear. I think they're setting up for those two.
Yeah, the main roster has a tendency to poorly book anybody that comes up new from NXT. Case in point, we haven't seen Kiana James in months, right?
Wow.
But those three individuals, Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, and Bronson Reed, they found a way to build them up, get them with some really, really good wrestlers, get them with some good stars, and start to build up their careers. So thankfully they're doing them well, and hopefully NXT can find some ways to shoot some people up there and not get lost in catering, as we always say.
Correct.
Yeah.
What's on your mind, Jack?
Yeah, man, I'm excited for Bash in Berlin. I don't know that I'll be able to watch it live at the time that it happens, but the card itself is really jumping out to me as something that should be entertaining, as all of the matches look pretty good. But you know how it goes. WWE is WWE, so I'm just excited to see what's going to happen and see if there's going to be any changes to the card as we know it, So, it should be as you guys stated, it should be a good weekend of wrestling. But let's go back to Bronson Reed real quick, Coach, because I know you stated that he's up next for the IC title. Griff, are you on that same page?
Absolutely. I mean, better. Absolutely. I mean, you tsunami this big cat on the dome thing, and you know what? Till they did the other angles, I didn't realize how the glass exploded. Like I saw the live angle, and I text B real quick. I'm like, Bronson MF Reed, and then when they did the angles, I said, God, dog, the glass literally exploded. Like, holy crap!
That entire segment was fire.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Coach. Go
Oh
ahead,
no,
Coach.
Yeah, okay.
I was just like, I'll say, hey, like they got this man. Hey, he ain't been suspended not nan night. Like he coming back every night, like ain't nothing happening. Like you would think after what he did to Seth, our truth, as many times Adam Pearce coming out there, he got to have some high blood pressure by now. Adam Pearce out there yelling and screaming. I think that's just his job, just to yell and scream. But
Seems that way.
but no, it's perfect. It's booking. Hey, he's a monster heel, and for you to do that to Braun Strowman, okay, like that says something. So like, okay, Braun Breaker is thinking, I don't have any worthy contenders, but right now, hey, he got to watch his back. I think that they're on a collision course, and I can see, Bronson Reed, taking that off of him down the road, sooner than later. Yeah.
Now, Bronson
Later
Reed is
booking.
in a qualifying match next week. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Who else is
Yeah.
in that qualifying match?
I want to say if I remember, 'cause I tried to look at it before we went on and I couldn't find it, but I want to say he's in there
He's
with
Dragunov
Ilya
and
and
Shayna.
Sheamus.
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
And you got Dirty Dom is in there
You know who Dom is with?
with somebody else.
Oh no, they flash it so quick. I just remember that. I just recall that one because that one stuck out to me.
Yeah. I don't. For some reason, my brain doesn't calculate that graphic right now, so I'm not really sure.
And I could be wrong. I do want to say, I think Sammy might be on that one with Dom.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I almost want to say Sammy and Chad. I could be wrong though, but
yeah. Okay. I'm sure
way, I mean, we know where it's going.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, but your boy got a dub there, Griff, and I'd be remiss if I didn't say it. Again, not a hater, so I have to bring up the good and the bad. You know me. But your boy gets a dub. You don't think he comes out of this?
I want him to come out of it. Like, I think we all want him to come out of here and get some kind of title, like, going. But the way Braun Breaker is rolling and the way he's on right now, that's another spear over super kick happening. I'm just gonna call it down the middle, man. Braun Breaker's something to be reckoned with. I mean, I'm pulling for my boy, but Braun Breaker's on some different type of stuff right now, so I don't see that happening.
Coach, you bypassed him You bypassed Jay completely, and now you're giving Bronson Reed the title next. You don't think Jay has a shot at this?
No. The only reason I'm saying this is real. This is my gut. I'm saying right now, let's go ahead and shut the Yeet train down. Because only because listen, at this point, if they have not given him, that big win by now, it's never going to happen. He needs to get ready for bloodline stuff. And I just don't see it, y'all. Like it's not going to happen. He's purely there. He made the dollars. He got the merch, but I just can't take him serious anymore I just don't believe in him. So my Yeet train is all shut down.
I can't take him serious no more. I mean, I understand it though. Like, what was the reason of splitting him off from the bloodline if you're not going to do anything with him? Especially when he had a ton of momentum coming out of the bloodline, then with the whole Yeet stuff, because that took off at a whole nother time. So, in the words of Cardi B, what was the reason if you ain't gonna do nothing with him? But I'm with you though, Griff. Like, I want him to win. I want him to do something. I want him to be a part of the title picture of some sort, but it doesn't seem like he is going to be. It just seems like he's the entertainment, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Could the biggest mistake be they rushed him and tried to give him all these title shots before they started him off with mid-card titles like the U.S. Intercontinental? Because it seemed like they was giving him all the world and undisputed shots, and now all of a sudden, like, we don't know nothing to do. Let's go ahead and throw him at the mid-card. Now you pretty much, like, deflated that running and momentum. Like, to Coach's point, the Yeet, the the merchandise and getting the crowd hype, superb, you know what I'm saying? But the whole run, getting the title and all that, and then, like I said, Braun Breaker, like, that would be pointless to take it off Breaker, and he got so much momentum right now. That's why I'm like, that's my dog. But at the same time, Braun on a different level right now. Like, nah.
Yeah, and the way he's executing his matches, you have to build up a monster to beat Braun. You have to have somebody credible to beat Braun Breaker, or at least give him a credible feud. And I think right now where they're going with Bronson is that I think they're going to make some, have some good matches, and build some decent stuff out of that feud as
Yeah,
far as power against power.
they've built Bronson up pretty tough here. So it'll be interesting to see what him and Braun do in that whole process. Imagine.
Oh, good point, Wise man. That is a good. That's what I'm saying. That's gonna be fire. Like that match, like whatever they do is gonna be fire. So like,
Brian gonna have to bounce off the ropes like 4 times and get like all that momentum to get him, bro.
Yep.
The other qualifying match that night was Pete Dunne winning the IC title. Pete Dunne is very active right now, as he's in a feud with Trick Williams on NXT. He's on the main roster going for the IC title. He's feuding with Sheamus. I mean, who knows what's happening back in catering, who he's feuding with, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's very active right now on the roster. Is this deserved, or is this, just a guy who can grind it all the way out? You know what I mean? Like, is this momentum that is deserved for Pete Dunne, or is this let's just see?
Both.
I'm totally happy for him because, man, hey, I felt sorry for him, man. When the Butch, I was like, man, like, wait a minute, like, this is the bruiserweight, and then he goes a Butch. Yeah. Like, Vince just did him dirty, but no, this is great for him. He gets the Butch taste out of his mouth. He's starting to hold his own, and he's back to the bruiserweight. He's doing his thing. I think, maybe he needs the exposure because I see him one day holding the belt. It's possible. So this is a good way to get that momentum rolling, get him back, keep him on TV. Get his chops right, and let's get some quality opponents in front of him. Yeah, he's built back up properly. So yeah, I'm extremely happy for him. What you think, Griff?
Man, no, I was excited. I was trying to think back while you were talking. 'Cause I think when we had Takeover in New York when he lost to Gunther, and so
he was out there.
So it was almost like 5 years that we literally seen this Pete Dunne character back. When I seen him walk out on Raw Monday, his original attire on top of the little fur coat, and then also the mouthpiece. I said, okay, yeah, that character, that gimmick gone. Like, this is the real dude back, man. So, no, man, like, to your point, Jackie, I think it's both. I think he get the credit for the work, and he just grinded it out. Both sides, man. So, Triple H, I see, got trust in him, and see some future things with him, man. But no, I'm excited for him, especially getting up that tag team and that Butch character. Now he can really be himself, what he was originally comfortable doing.
I ain't gonna lie, I was a fan of the Butch stuff. I mean, I understand why everybody is against it, and I understand why, like, you want the bruiserweight back. But I was a fan of the Butch stuff. I don't know, it fit with the group that they were.
I wasn't knocking it.
I didn't say you were. I wasn't saying you were. I'm just saying, like, to Brian's point, he played his part well. That group was that type of vibe, and he did what was necessary in that group. But I understand why everybody wants the bruiserweight part back. But I also see him as, like, sliding into the same role that kind of Mia Yim is playing on the women's side right now. She's kind of a Swiss Army knife in a sense. She can fight anybody at this point. She's on multiple shows. She's doing really well. And I think Pete Dunne is doing the same thing. So it's interesting to see. Triple H's guys really come to fruition in this now main roster spotlight, right? Because DIY is getting a big push. Those are Triple H's guys. Mia Yim, Brian and I was watching an NXT video on YouTube, and it had like all of it was like when NXT did like the takeover of SmackDown, I want to say. And
when they came in there tanking them, all that.
Yeah, the people that he had behind him, like, one, Shayna Baszler was his champion, and like, that's a conversation we need to have in the future of like why Shayna Baszler hasn't gotten any push towards the main title. That's another conversation, though. I
Another
want to say like Pat
conversation.
McAfee was in the back of it representing NXT at one point. Like, so like you starting to see Triple H's
That's right.
guys come to the forefront of this main
That's
roster.
true. That's
And
true.
so we're now starting to see a whole different style of wrestling, style of production, and all those different things we've already talked about for sure, but just re-emphasizing it now with Mia Yim and Pete Doom. Back over on the SmackDown side of things, I mentioned it, and I thought it was bold as hell. And if you know anything about a barbershop, if you know anything about running up on somebody in there and all the possibilities that could happen in there, Andrade pulls up on Carmelo Hayes mid speech inside a barbershop, and Carmelo blames everybody else that they didn't lock the doors.
You ain't do your job. You ain't watch the door.
You know what I'm saying? Like, lock the door, bro. Anything can happen in a barbershop. If you've ever been in a barbershop, anything can happen.
You can't do that in the hood, right?
No,
in
you
the hood,
cannot,
bro.
Please don't come into a barbershop with all that nonsense. But this is turning out to be something great. Coach, you mentioned it last week that it's not about a title. It's not about anything other than I can wrestle, you can wrestle, who's better, you know?
Yeah.
So, Griff, we didn't get your thoughts on this feud last week. Would love to hear what your thoughts are.
My thoughts is for this feud is it's an excellent feud because they're pulling the best out of each other, and for people who never watched Melo or slept on Melo, they're seeing who he really is, and people who didn't never follow Andrade and slept on Andrade, they're seeing who he really is too. And for some reason, these two they have figured out how to bring the best out of each other. Like, you're seeing not just bangers, you're seeing old school wrestling, you're seeing high flying wrestling, you're seeing indie wrestling, you're seeing all these mixture of wrestlings put together, and like every week there comes some different. Plus, they're telling great stories. They're talking good trash to each other. They're good on the mic with each other. I think this is just a moment of time that this feud is going to elevate both of them to single and mid card and probably championship title runs in the near future, man. So I'm excited. Like every week, I'm like, where they gonna go with it now? They're gonna have a match. They're gonna have a segment. We just seen last week, he just run up in the barbershop. So it made people like us, saying, like, how the black culture is when we're in the barbershop, bro. Like, someone run up on us, dog. Like, hold on, the barber shutting off the clippers, and the OGs getting up, throwing the newspaper on the ground. Like, hold on, bro, who are you? And I felt that, what I'm saying? They gave me that feeling like, yo, somebody ran up in the barbershop, and everybody, like, real quick, and you seen when Melo got mad at the end, like, why y'all let this dude up in here? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm very excited for these two in this clash that they're on.
Y'all think this deserves to be on the PLE Saturday? I think so.
Go ahead and say why.
All right, because obviously they've showed out SmackDown. They showed out on the live TV stage. They're capable. They know each other. The chemistry is there. I think they can pull one more rabbit out of the hat, give us one more banger, and then I think it needs to be on the world stage. I think to Griff's point, to showcase who they are and propel them forward. Into everything Griff just said. Yeah, these guys will be mid card. They're going to hold a mid card belt sooner than later. But yeah, I think it deserves to get on there. So,
Griff, you think so?
I think it could be on the PLE, but not for this one. All because this one's already locked and loaded, and they have a feud and a rivalry that they just like going back and forth in. Where the matches you see going on the PLE, they have a long-term storyline going in. So that's the difference. They're just creating and building a storyline in the rivalry where everyone you're seeing on the PLE. So I won't think it will fit, but on the next one following up, if it's possible, they still keep this up going to Bad Blood. That's a possible.
Yeah, that's right.
But I just think the difference is they're building and creating, where the ones we're seeing this week is long-term. Even the world title one, it's more long-term. So, yeah, I just think that, it could possibly be on there, but not this one.
I think from a wrestling standpoint, yeah, sure. But I'm with Griff. Like, the storyline itself, maybe not, because it's good enough that it's doing well standalone on the main show, right? It doesn't have to necessarily crescendo on whatever. Like, it's entertaining enough, even though they've already had 3 matches, it's entertaining enough to keep going just the way it is, right? Like, show me who's the best. Like, go back to that Sheamus and Cesaro feud where before they became the Bar, when they went the best of 5 or best of 7 or something like that.
Yeah. They went they did best of 7. Yeah.
Best of 15 or whatever it was. The shit was long as hell is what I know. But
it was a long one.
Yeah, every week they was doing some shit. But it's doing well without needing the necessary PLE push. But to your point, look out, because those two are coming for some type of title soon, right? The flip side of that is the United States title that we haven't really discussed with LA Knight and now Santos Escobar. See, this could actually be really, really good too if done correctly. Coach, you are not on board very clearly. We could tell you are not with either of these.
No, because what happened, what I was thinking was that I thought they were going to get more than one match out of this. I thought they were actually going to build a decent feud. I mean, they couldn't promos on each other. I thought they were going to at least do more than one match. It seemed like when he lost, they're gonna get ready to hop into feud with Burn the Ships and old Apollo there. So I kind of was like, oh, wait a minute, we can't get one more out of this. But so I wanted to see them go at it again.
Yeah, but that may be that may be the Angel Garza and what's the name side of things, right? Like, let them feud with Apollo, right? And then Santos is at the top of feuding with LA Knight, so it could look different.
Okay, yeah. I just believe that Escobar needs to stay in this title picture. He's doing good work. I'm a fan of Escobar, so I didn't want to see them. I didn't want to see a one and done.
The other side of that, though, to your one and done point, is that, like, this isn't Vince's era, right? It's not linear in the sense where if you're in this feud, you have to stay in this feud and you don't get to interact with anybody else. Triple H and his team do a very good job of mixing things. And this is what I said from the very beginning of this podcast, is that you got all these factions. Like, let's start to intertwine these storylines so that I know I'm gonna get a solo segment on Roman Reigns. No, like, there's so many things happening on the Bloodline side that it's not just about Roman Reigns anymore. To Griff's point last week, the Ula Fala it's a character in itself. You still got all of the other people that can come back to the Bloodline, right? So I don't think it's linear in the sense that they have to feud with whoever it was you saw them on the TV with last week.
Good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And I was going to say, go ahead.
Nope, go ahead.
No, I was going to touch real quick on the LA Knight because I was waiting for this. I watched that match, and y'all know me, I'm not the biggest LA Knight guy. Again, I don't hate LA Knight. I just not that type of fan of this guy. But that match really impressed me, and I have to say he impressed me in that match. And that finisher and that's some hard stuff to do. Like, he's in his 40s and he did that little jump up from the second rope to the top rope in the elbow. And I was like, okay, dude, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Let me take a seat back. Let me give you a round of applause because that was impressive. So with that being said, again, going back to what we were saying last year about LA Knight, how the question kept saying, did the fans push him and this and like that? Now I'm getting to the point where he got the mid-card title. Now he's working on me. Now I'm like, okay, I'm becoming more impressed. I'm becoming good with him. Before, it was like everybody was rushing him. I'm like, I'm not getting it. But now after seeing that match, I'm saying, no, he can go. He's good. He's great. That was a great finisher. So now he's slowly coming on to me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I kind of dig this dude now. So I'm looking forward to his next match, whoever that person may be.
Yeah, I mean, he's been entertaining, and I think WWE fans have a way of pushing things way too fast and pushing things off of just name alone, right? LA Knight did his thing over in TNA, TNA, yes, thank you. Did his thing over in TNA, and that was great, but that wasn't his WWE product, and they wanted to push him out the gate, because of his popularity there. in TNA without like let him establish himself in WWE before we push him, because if going up against Roman Reigns at the time that he went up against Roman Reigns, you knew he wasn't going to beat him, and especially at the PLE that it was at. So like all you did was push him right into a hole where he was, you know, he wasn't going to flourish. So
Yep.
Yeah,
speaking of
Logan
bloodline
Paul,
things,
at least we thought. Yep, go ahead.
Speaking of bloodline things, let's talk about what's happening over there as Jacob Fatu hands over the tag title belt and becomes what was the name of it? His bodyguard,
enforcer.
right? Yeah, his
bodyguard.
Okay, all right, okay. So he becomes his special. Go ahead, Griff.
What's that?
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead, Griff.
What's going on?
Okay. All right. I'll wait then. He becomes his special enforcer. But I think this is what was supposed to happen in the first place, right? Tama Tonga and Tangaloa was supposed to be the champions. Jacob Fatu just happened to step in. It makes sense to pass it off. So what are our thoughts here as now the special enforcer is involved in the Roman Reigns part of this storyline? What are our thoughts here? Go ahead, Griff. I'll let you start.
First off, I think that was the right call, because even when they set the tag match, I didn't understand, you know, it was Jacob and Tonga instead of his brother. But I think with the whole boot and little slight injury, that was kind of a pivot, you know, to swerve him to like, you're going to be the enforcer, like here's a belt to him. But now with Jacob in this situation, super kicking the tribal chief, the OTC, with the boot, that I still can't understand, but you know, that's him with the boot. But with this in this situation, Roman's dealing with two enforcers on hand. He's dealing with his original enforcer and Solo. Then he also is dealing with Solo's enforcer with Jacob. And I really think it might come down to a Roman and Jacob. Not saying that's going to be the first thing first, but there's going to be clashes between those two. And I was hoping and looking at that they didn't use Jacob right away, because I could have took some attention off of Solo and Roman and more on Jacob and Roman. But in this case, it seems like Jacob's going to be involved more to be that shield to keep Roman off of Solo, whilst Roman is still hunting for that Ulafala.
But to your point, Griff, that man, he ain't injured. He doing too smooth of work in that boot. He's still packing dudes left and right with that super kick. But no, I believe that this was Roman's cry for help to get the old band back. He's going to probably get packed up a couple more times by these two, but it's really a cry for Jimmy to come back out of the wing some way, somehow, to help him out. So it's I think him and Solo may have an official match first, but of course, obviously, Jacob still gets involved because, yeah, you ain't messing with my tribal chief, so we already know shenanigans will be involved with that. But I do believe you'll see probably them two, double teaming them. Then maybe, hey, this is the cry for that first brother to come. Pull Jimmy from obscurity and let's get this bloodline civil war going. So that's kind of where I think it's going to go. But yeah, it's much needed. They need to interact. It's TV. We know how the way SmackDown loves bloodline cinema, and I think that's Roman's got to. You can't chase this Ulafala. I pronounced it right this week. Ulafala by yourself. Did I, Griff? I pronounced it right. All right. I'm not gonna. The wise man said I was gonna get jumped by Zilla and all them boys, so I don't want to say
bro.
And
the
Griff,
Red Hot Chili Pepper necklace.
And Griff, Griff part Samoan in his head, so he was gonna jump you too. You better pronounce that shit right. Don't get your ass beat by Griff. Fucking around.
Hey, Jackie. Hey, I gotta do something real quick, because this right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side and let you have your moment.
Oh my God, Griff.
So I'm not going to even worry about you in the belt no more. No.
Oh Lord. And then there he goes.
Here it is.
Where'd you go? I ain't no WWE shot.
Acknowledge me.
But no,
acknowledge me, sir.
But no, we need to get Jimmy somewhere cooking in this. We need to find him back and get it rolling.
Yeah.
What's that?
Eventually, Jimmy comes back, and who knows? He might join up with the rest of the group, right? They jumped him in, didn't they? So you never know. He might join up with the other side of things here. I don't see that, but you never know what may happen in this whole thing. But I agree. Roman needs to start recruiting somebody soon. Maybe he can go get Sami Zayn and bring him back over there, and hopefully get some help. But
yeah,
that might be the last piece of the puzzle. That's gonna be, you already know the crowd gonna pop when that happens.
Yeah. That and when Paul Heyman comes back.
And
Sorry,
Paul
go
comes
ahead.
back. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I got a quick question. Do you think Roman will go to recruiting, or do you think those brothers or the originals will be like, see that he's in trouble and come to his aid?
That's a good question.
I understand what you're asking, and you would hope that would be, but you got to remember 4 years of Roman beating everybody ass in that group, like, and it wasn't like they was
not
just
gonna be quick to help him.
Yeah, they wasn't just ones at the drop of a hat, bro. It took a lot to get them to that point. So I don't know if they could, and with the way that things ended, I don't know, bro. If they can just be like, we family and jump back in. I don't know.
Griff, I see Roman, and this is what the fans will be clamoring for in this OTC babyface run, that everybody's popping for. I do believe that 4 years, he's gonna swallow his pride. He's gonna look in the mirror, swallow his pride, get out of that ego. I believe he's gonna go ask and find it, and I think that's the better story there.
Or send Paul Heyman, you know what I'm saying?
Or send a wise man to do. Yeah.
Paul Heyman's off the screen right now. He could be out there recruiting the boys back to the group. So, something like that.
Yeah. But it'll be more special if it came from Roman, consider the work that's done.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's jump into the predictions segment of this show tonight, as Bash in Berlin happens on this Saturday. And we want to make sure that our fantasy points are all updated. So Brian's going to keep track of all of our predictions here. But let's go ahead and jump into our predictions and see what you guys think it will happen this weekend. Let's start with the Women's Tag Team Championship, as Alba Fire and Isla Dawn take on Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Do we think that the Jet Beauties take over from the Unholy Union? What are our predictions here? Griff, start us off.
God, this is hard, because with them women tag team championships, they just pop and go. My minds want to go with Alba, but my heart is saying Jade and Bianca gonna pull it off. I'm gonna have to go with Alba and I'm gonna go with Alba and Isla.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Coach?
I've been hating on these ladies ever since they got the belt. I understood why they won, but their reign has been annoying to me. That's just my, I'm just a fan of me. But let's put it back on the Jet Beauties. Give them their second run here. So remember, they never did pin them. They got it. They pinned somebody else to get it. So this is I don't believe that they can beat them straight up. So I'm going with the Jet Beauties to get the titles back.
I'm gonna split the difference here. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Unholy Union, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. You say it's been an annoying run. I think it's been a good run for the sake of women's tag team titles. Any run that the women's tag team titles has had has been awful, but yet these two have actually, I won't say elevated, but they've wrestled enough to make the titles concurrent. Hell, they're on the PLE, and I don't know if it's just because we're over in Berlin, but at least they're on the PLE with those titles this time. So, I think the Unholy Union pulls this one off. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, the Terror Twins, take on Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan of the New Judgment Day. And Liv calls out, all rise for the Judgment Day this past weekend. That threw me all the way off. But Would love to hear your predictions.
did.
Yeah, would love to hear your predictions here.
Oh,
yeah.
I missed that.
She started off Raw with "Welcome to Raw" and "All rise for the Judgment Day." Even Finn Balor was taken back, like, "Oh yeah," like
she forgot.
Yeah,
Did she
yeah,
forget?
she threw everybody off with that.
Yeah.
I think the writers told her to do that, but then informed the other guys like she was going to do it, and they were like you could tell they were trying to kayfabe and play it off, but
they were shocked.
Whoa,
like, wait a minute.
Yeah, they were shocked. Let's go ahead and give your thoughts of the Terror Twins versus the New Judgment Day. Griff, start.
Liv and Dom.
Yep. Coach.
Anything? Yeah. You got Liv and Dom. I'm going with Terror Twins. You know, getting to get back from SummerSlam. You know, I think this moment, this propels them into Bad Blood. So yeah, I think I got the Terror Twins going over.
Yeah, I think Liv and Dom go over on this one simply because you have Bad Blood, right? You have to. There has to be some type of feud happening. I don't want to use the word feud there, but there has to be some type of blood boiling going into Bad Blood because you still got the women's title wrapped up in all of this. So hopefully at Bad Blood, Rhea Ripley and Liv actually give us another match and we figure out what happens from there. So yeah, I'm going to go with Liv and Dom over Zesty and Goth. Let's go to the strap match and CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Did I miss CM Punk's promo or was there no promo this week? Was I tripping?
It was just
came
Drew
out and interrupted Drew promo.
Yeah, and they just
pretty much it.
All right.
They got physical. Yeah,
got it. Listen, I've been sleepwalking through this whole week, so I don't remember what I remember. Okay, Coach, give your thoughts on CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. He might have got disconnected, but it's all good. Can you hear us now, Coach?
Yeah,
I'm
back.
Go ahead and give your thoughts on CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
This is, like I said, round 2, I believe. But Drew went over in SummerSlam. So yeah, Punk winning this match, still trying to get the bracelet. Still some shenanigans. We got Drew going totally heel, going nuts, beating the hell out of him with the strap. I'm getting something smoking for Bad Blood.
Okay, Griff.
Going CM Punk as well on this one.
Okay, yeah, this one makes sense with that, guys, because with Drew getting the first one, and then we finish this off towards the end of the year, maybe even further. Right? Who knows? But I'm with you guys. Punk goes over on this one, but they do beat the hell out of each other with the strap for sure. Let's go to the undisputed WWE Championship, and the lesser of the two, I think, in storyline way, the lesser of the two championship matches, I should say. But Cody Rhodes takes on a reluctant Kevin Owens, and Coach, I know you weren't happy about the way that this story was being told. So, what are your thoughts on how this ends?
All right, as the Grayson Waller and Austin Theory purely exist to just fuel fire and other people's shit. So by them bringing that back up with Jericho, that's a good, dipping in KO's past, which was good. And I'm with y'all boys. That's all the more reason for us to believe in the heel turn is coming. So, and especially the way that they tease it at the end when he was looked like he's getting ready to hit him with the belt. I thought that was phenomenal. Yeah. So you got Cody winning, and you have heel KO back. As SmackDown goes to USA, and hey, let him have one more heel run before he hangs it up. And let him get another crack at it. So Cody winning, but you get heel KO coming out of it.
Griff.
I got Cody. Not much to it. Cody's gonna prevail, and it's gonna be a wait and see if this heel turn happen this week. But Cody's gonna retain.
I'm intrigued to know your thoughts before we move on. I know we're doing predictions right now, but I'm intrigued to know your thoughts. And I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but given the fact that Roman Reigns' reign was 4 years, right? Because the entire time that he's been back, other than now, he had the title. Do you think Cody's reign goes anywhere near as long? And if he does lose, who does he lose to?
His reign will not go that long.
Mhm.
And if Cody were to lose the belt, the two people I had in mind would be the final boss or possibly John Cena to go over and beat Ric Flair's 16-time championship on this retirement run.
Okay. That's tough because Cody gets lost in somebody else's storyline no matter what happens there, right? You know, if you
Right.
either get lost in the bloodline again with the final boss, or you get lost in John Cena's retirement tour. And that's crazy that you're gonna lose your title to the
yeah,
retirement.
Either way,
Wow. Go ahead, Coach.
nowhere near as long. I got him dropping it at Mania. But I think Randy Orton was at the forefront of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
To
You got
get
him
it
going
done.
a year, and that's it. That's crazy.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Well,
Only because of the but only because it hasn't had sizzle. Like
yeah.
after AJ Styles, it just crashed and burned.
I bring AJ Styles back. Like he was. Never mind. All right. Sorry. Keep
Where
going.
the hell did he go anyway?
He was in
Is
Japan.
he injured? Oh yeah, sorry.
He did go to Japan. Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah, he was over in
I
Japan.
thought that dude got injured again after he came out there with that powder blue suit.
Is he with the OC over there or?
Out there.
I know when they did a tour, because that's why EO and Kyrie was away a while too, because they was all over there. They was doing some kind of tour, some kind of, I guess they did some kind of inner promotion, like how they do with TNA. It's some Japanese promotion they do. And I know Dakota's hurt again, but her, EO, Kyrie, AJ Styles, and somebody else, they all went over there for like a few weeks, and I think AJ just returned, but I don't think they got him back on TV or found a way to bring him back on TV just yet.
Okay. All right. My prediction also is Cody, by the way. I know we got off topic there just a tad bit, but my prediction is Cody as well. He doesn't lose to Kevin, but Kevin does turn heel, so we'll see where we go. And then the final match of the night is the World Heavyweight Championship with Gunther defending his title against Randy Orton. Does Randy win number 16 or does the 16, 15? Where you at? Where is he at, Griff? 15 or 16?
Somewhere up there was.
I think he's at 15 or 16.
Okay.
I think he's at 15 right now.
All right. Does he win number 16 or does Gunther continue his reign? Griff, start us.
Gunther continues in his hometown, home country.
Yeah.
Gunther.
I got Gunther coming out of this. They're going to give us a better match, the King of the Ring. But Gunther's going over.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be straight up, and it can't be any nonsense like King of the Ring because it's going to taint his championship reigns, and I don't want that to happen. I want this to be like a good reign, so going with Gunther as well. Excited to watch this one though, and one off quick pick real quick, Roxanne or Jada Parker. I kind of know where one of these brothers is going with this, but Roxanne or Jada Parker this weekend.
As much as I love me some Miss Parker, it's Roxanne going over. Roxanne's doing a hell of a job, man. It's a great reign. Does not need to end. So yeah, Roxanne keeps it.
Griff?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. As much as I love Miss Jada and Miss Parker, man, I definitely going with Roxanne. Roxanne has really been turned up and locked in on this heel character and this heel run that she's been on, man, and she's definitely been impressing me. Definitely with this heel run in her, she's getting better and better. So it's just a matter of time. She jumps up to that main roster. I think that's why she's at the edge of her NXT development right now. But yeah, Roxanne still retains, and hopefully we see her Miss Parker again.
Yeah, I got to go with Roxanne, bro. She's doing a great job down there carrying the women's side of that, which is a really, really strong division when you talk about the women's division. But she's doing a very good job of being the head of that. So I think she goes over, but I don't think Jada Parker goes away anytime soon. I think you got to continue to build her up and put her out front because she will be good at this at some point.
Yeah, I was telling Griff before we got on, it's gonna be her time sooner than later. So
Yeah.
Jada's gonna get it.
Yeah.
And then when Roxanne gets up the main roster, hey, her and Fly Like a Bird gonna be doing some bangers. So that's
hopefully she don't get lost in the shuffle with all the nonsense, because going up to the main roster from the women's side is
tough.
Tough, man.
She's already on what's that main event Superstars now?
Is she on
came
Like a
in.
Bird?
Yeah, she came in Queen of the Ring and winning tournaments, and at the Nine Squasher, bro, they try to fit her in with the dance girls, and
which was good.
now she on.
It was good. Yeah,
No,
I
it
think
was great.
Is one of them hurt right now, or
you got the black chick is hurt.
Okay, all right.
Kate, yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense that they're not on screen as tough anymore.
Mhm.
So, I mean, then you got the stud line, but you know, it is what it is. Let's go and end this night with something different. We'll get predictions, or excuse me, we'll get the scores from fantasy next week. But we'll go to a segment we haven't done in quite some time now, and we'll turn it over to Griff for a Griff's picks.
Is he back? He's back.
Give it to us, Griff.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's been a good while, man. And while we here, you know, I got the color red on and the Ula Fala coach. And tonight's Griff picks is pretty much I'm going to be talking about, and I'm going to share my favorite, most savage heel talents of all time. Not just heels, savage. It's a big difference now. I'm talking about straight savage. So I got 5, and B Dix, no honorable mention, wise man. So it's going to be straight 5 tonight. No particular order, just savage. When I talk about savage fellas, I'm talking about on the mic. I'm talking about beating you up in front of your parents and your mama who's in the ringside, slapping the taste out your mouth. It might catch some of y'all off guard, but some people y'all might be thinking, I might not say, because everybody couldn't fit. So I picked out my 5, and I'm going to start off the person we just talked about 5 minutes ago. I'm a guy go with the Viper, Randy Orton.
Is that 5?
I said no particular order.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going. No particular order.
Okay, got it.
That's your point. I thought he would have been number 1.
Starting off,
but we just talked about Randy and Gunther, so I had to start him off. You know, right off the top, out the gate. Plus, he's still current, so fair to the OG.
Okay.
My next one, I mean, this is not no surprise. They call him the ultimate opportunist, and having live sex shows with Lita on Raw, back on cable TV back in the day. I go with Adam Copeland, aka Edge.
Mm-hmm.
Edge.
Now I got to bring a woman involved. Now this should be, y'all should definitely know this one. Definitely one of the most savage women talents I've ever seen, and we all can agree to this one. I think 2 of us at least love her. Hopefully, Coach, you love her as well too. And I can't leave the Queen Charlotte Flair out of this one.
That's my queen. That's my queen.
I guess I can get with it.
My next one, we just talked about this guy as well too. It's real simple. We already just said this guy is going to go heel this Saturday itself, and why not bring out Kevin Owens? I mean, you think about the times of him and Sami Zayn, and turn on Sami Zayn and power bombing and ruthless on the microphone. Like KO definitely had to fit in this one.
You got Chris Jericho. That was the best. My favorite one.
It came between him and Chris Jericho, but Kevin Owens to me overrid that, all because Kevin Owens is more savage, in my opinion, than Jericho.
I was saying when he turned on Jericho. The list.
What I was saying was this one came between Jericho and KO, so I had to think like who was the most savage, and KO to me got Jericho just a little bit over. So it was neck and neck between those two. And last but not least, number 5, the last one. This is probably going to throw y'all completely off, but I had to go with this person because if you really look at her work, if you look at how ruthless she was, how she was on the mic, how she was really irritating, getting on everybody's nerves on Monday night. I'm talking about the wife to the Triple H, Stephanie McMahon Hemsley.
Didn't see that.
That's a good pick right there,
That's
man.
actually good.
She was a good heel.
It's a good pick. She was great, man.
Yeah.
Yes, she was.
That's a good one right there.
And that was Griff's top 5. Take top 5.
Top 5 savage heels. Top 5 savage heels. We'll take it. That's a good list, Griff. That's a good list. I would love to see what order you would put that in one day, but we'll come back to that at some point. But we're gonna have to pick your brain and see what order you would pick that in.
Because I can definitely rank them right here.
Yeah.
I don't know that I could. That's a lot. I don't know that I could. But
that's a tough rank.
Yeah. So this is a reason that this is Griff's picks and not mine. So thank you.
That's true.
Thank you, Griff, for another edition of Griff's picks. We appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, bro.
Yes,
all right, man. Let's go ahead and close this night out with our final thoughts as we head towards Bash in Berlin and at No Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
And let's give our final thoughts of the night and get on out of here. Let's start with you, Coach.
I want to actually, it's been on my mind the way Raw ended. Shout out to Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, with a great match. This dude moved across the ring like water. Mm-hmm. He's in shape. He's fit. He's out there looking like an even improved version of his late brother. So I just want to say that match before out of the end. I mean, we knew the shenanigans would happen at the end, but yeah, just to see him in there wrestling and doing it and looking great. I mean, I just wanted to give a special, shout out to to Bo and his crew. Hey, these guys can wrestle, man. It's showing that with the mystique that they can put on some bangers and some classics. So hey, if it's booked right, I'm curious with this next feud. I want to say that they're done with American Made, but if not, so be it. Let's get some more. But I just enjoyed the wrestling. So Triple H, let's continue to book this great story, and this Wyatt Six is fabulous, man. They're doing as far as ring work. So I just want to give them a shout out on that great main event.
Yeah, for me, man, I'm just I'm just again back to the NXT brand. Just excited for everybody that's like doing stuff. Like I seen even Tatum Paxley went off to Texas at Booker T School and was doing matches there. They're doing so many different cross promotions to elevate their brand and their talent, man. So I'm definitely looking forward to NXT this Sunday, No Mercy. Mm-hmm. And also too, just I was talking about the Queen. I'm definitely looking forward. I think it's quiet as kept, and she's coming back really sooner than we think, and it's going to be one of them returns that is going to catch us off guard. So I'm looking forward to the Queen to be returning back here within the next 30 days to WWE programming.
That's good.
I hope so. That's my queen, of course.
I know one thing. Yeah, Jackie hopes so for sure.
My final thought goes to Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, because anytime you need a good segment or to push somebody ahead, you call on Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, because they can do anything at this point, man. They've taken bumps from celebrities. They've gone very viral with The Rock and any segment he does, so shout out to them, because that's a great spot to be in. You may not be in the top title picture, but you're on the show every week, and you're definitely going to thrive through this whole Triple H reign, if that's what they're doing. So huge shout out to them, because it's not as a great spot to be in, And also, I'm looking for the Pretty Deadly musical. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get on out of here, man. It's been a good night. I don't know about y'all, but I'm exhausted from the week, and I'm just excited for some wrestling this week. So we'll see. Well, we thank you guys. We thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Please make sure that you guys are following us on all the socials. Find us on Instagram at Ebony Championship Wrestling, on X at Ebony Championship Rest. Sorry, wow. Southern accent coming out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel.
Only been down here 2 months, y'all.
2 months, not even yet, right? Crazy how that comes out quickly. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you're notified every time that the boys hit your screen. We'll see y'all next time. This is Ebony Championship Wrestling signing off. But Coach, let them know.
We never tapping out.
Not once.
Good
We
night,
appreciate
y'all.
Y'all have a great night.
Good night.
Peace.
Peace.